Hello friends, welcome back to IWJ or Invest with Jerry. Have you heard about the NFT hype or the NFT mania which is happening right now? If not, this is the right time to understand what is NFT. Also, we'll discuss about why you should understand about NFT and why you should not be like a person who has invested in cryptos or like bitcoins during 2017 when it was at its peak and had to ride the pain all the way down. So in the first part of the video, let's see what NFT is, and also we'll have a fun session, and maybe it's like a bit weird for some of you. Let's see. In the second part of the video, we will try to come up with 8 stocks which are actually related to NFTs, and at the end of the video, we'll try to pick up kind of the best stock out of all the 8 stocks, or best 2 stocks out of the 8 stocks, which can be a better NFT play. And let's start with the fun part. So I'm going to take you through 4 different digital assets. So what is the maximum price you will be willing to pay for each of these? So if you think for the first digital art you are willing to pay like $10,000, so then please comment like number 1, $10,000, and a little later I would explain how much these were sold for in the current market. Alright. So I believe you have seen all the 4 digital assets and you have given the price tags you are willing to pay for each of these. So let's first understand what NFT is. So NFTs are non-fungible tokens. So which means they are unique collectible non-fungible crypto assets. So basically it's another form of cryptocurrency, but the thing is like it's non-fungible. So let's see what is fungibility. So fungibility means ability of an asset to be exchanged or replaced with a similar asset of same value. So for example, let's say you have $1 and you have 4 quarter dollar coins. So these 4 quarter dollar coins can be exchanged to this $1. So this means this transaction, whenever it happens, it's going to happen in the same manner. So basically 4 quarter dollar coins can substitute $1 anywhere in the world. Again, 1 Bitcoin is always equal to 1 Bitcoin. So these are kind of things which are already stabilized in the market. So then what is the difference of non-fungible token? So non-fungible tokens, they are actually another kind of cryptocurrency, but it's actually linked to a real world asset. So if you think about some of the real world assets, say like we know Mona Lisa painting, that's a very unique painting. And if someone is to buy Mona Lisa painting, they can actually pay a very high price for that. So that is a unique thing. So let's say on one particular morning, Mona Lisa painting is destroyed. So what happens now? So someone who is claiming to have the first picture of authentic Mona Lisa painting, so he is planning to sell it as a digital asset now. So let's say if the creator is the guy who is having the first authentic photo of this Mona Lisa painting. So he is planning to sell the digital asset on 2021 March 10 a.m. and someone else buys at 2021 March 11 a.m. For let's say he's giving a price tag of 10,000 Ethereum, which is close to 18 million US dollars. So let's say this is a transaction which is related to the Mona Lisa digital asset. So basically what happens is like the digital asset is actually a string of numbers and letters connected to a blockchain ledger. What all happened in the transaction is there was 10,000 Ethereum involved, and then there was like the timestamp of when it was sold. The timestamp was when it was bought, and who has owned it and who has bought it right now. So they are going to encrypt all this information into a particular digital asset, which will be unique. So basically, this will contain the information of who owns it, who sold it, and also it will have a timestamp mark of when it was sold and all that information. And this will be encrypted and proves the uniqueness of your piece, and hence considers it valuable. So this is also known as a digital certificate of authenticity. NFTs can be bought and sold only if you have a digital wallet, and most of the transactions in today's world is happening with Ethereum coins. Also, if you are a digital artist, you can actually include special traits and attributes to increase the scarcity and uniqueness of your NFT. So creators can include unlockable content that can be viewed by the purchaser, like passwords. Also, a digital artist have the option to program in royalties and select which token you would receive for selling the NFT. So royalties allow NFT creators to earn a commission every time the asset is sold to a new person. This has a potential to create lifelong passive income streams for artists and other content creators automatically, thanks to smart contracts. So this is one of the reason why you see this boom happening in NFTs. All these digital artists are and other artists who can convert their real world work into a digital asset. They're actually happy that this boom is happening to this industry. Few things to consider while buying or selling an NFT is that the uniqueness of the NFT. So if there is only one of that piece in the world, that will be a very good valuation. Again, the more popular the creator is, the better the valuation will be. Also, pick the NFT from a niche which is easily connectable to a huge audience. For example, a music video or a sports event that can be marketable to a bigger audience will always have a better valuation. Again, easily hypeable ones are also a good value. So if you think about a first music video or first black and white movie or something like that sort, which was the first in the world, that would add value to your NFT. So coming to a conclusion, NFT is a digital asset which is unique, non-fungible, authentic, and has an underlying valuation and linked to a real world asset. So it can be anything from a simple GIF file, an image, a moment from sports event, a piece of music, or a meme from a game, or anything of that sort. So now let's go back to our fun session and see what are the valuation or how much were these digital assets sold in today's market. So as you see from the answers, there are a lot of buyers in the market who are respecting NFT concepts and ready to buy a digital art for 69 million US dollars, a moment from an NBA match for 200,000 US dollars, first tweet of Twitter's CEO for 2.5 million dollars. So there is certainly hype in this space. So do you want to play the hype or not is completely according to you. So that is your choice. So let's go to all the 8 stocks which are connected to NFT play. So one thing to notice is like most of these companies are very small companies. Basically, it comes under the penny stock category, and they don't have much data in most of the sites which I am researching. So let's take a look at what these companies do. And most of these NFT plays will be connected to either entertainment companies or collectible companies or some company which gives a platform to do animation, VFX, 3D products and services, something like that. So let's go to the first company. So for ease of comparison, I have put all this information into a data sheet. This is the dirty data sheet. So I have the current price in December, percentage price change in last 3 months, market cap, revenue growth, earnings growth, asset to debt, valuation, insiders, profit percentage, price to sales, and subcompanies. So our first company is YVR. So this is like a media and entertainment company in Canada. And it says it distributes third-party film and TV content through its digital platforms. So basically it has some digital content. And then it supports VFX and animation production. So maybe this is why this stock is riding the hype. I cannot see any kind of news related to YVR, which is company published, which says it is connected directly to NFT. But this is a hype play. So you can see in the current price is 3.3, price in December was 1.5. That means like a percentage price increase was 120% in last 3 months. It's a very small market cap. It's like a penny stock, 36 million. And there is no data for these information. Asset to debt looks good. Valuation is overvalued. Insiders, like 11.6% of insiders hold on to have put their money into the stock. That is good. Profit percentage is not there. Price to sales is 900, which looks pretty pricey. So this is certainly overvalued. But there is one thing I got from one of the sites. It says quarterly revenue growth is like at 1000%. So this is huge. So if that is the case, 900 is okay. But let's not go too much into the fundamentals because these are all hype plays. The second one is OCG. So you can see it says it's an e-commerce of artwork trading in China. So this first thing is a Chinese company. And then it says the company provides services for online trading of 140 types of collectibles, artworks, and commodity products, including stamps, coins, postage seals, collectible cards, paintings, and so on. So basically, this one looks interesting because it's actually already doing an e-commerce of artwork trading in China, which is very similar to the NFT concept. and then it has collectibles, artworks. You can see paintings. So this looks interesting. The current price is 11.3. Price in December was 6. So basically it's doubled almost in 3 months. So 90% increase. Market cap, it's a 231 million market cap company. The revenue growth is 20%. So this company has some kind of information in other sites also. There's no debt. This is really good. I would give a lot of points to this one. It says overvalued. That is okay. Insiders, 49% of insiders have put money into this company. So that is really good. Profit percentage is 25. So such a small company generating profit is a real good sign. So this is again a stronghold for this company. Price to sales is 29. So anything in the single digit is kind of considered decent, and around 29 is like a little bit pricey, but again this is a high play. But there is one red mark I saw in the company profile. It is like quarterly revenue growth for the past quarter was minus 68%. So we don't know about that. Again, we don't put too much time into fundamentals for this company. Third one is IMTE. So this one says it develops and sells and distributes 3D, auto, stereoscopic display AST technology products and service in Australia, Hong Kong and China. So this looks like it might have a platform to help the digital artists to create their digital arts. That is the only thing I see about this company. I didn't see any kind of news related to this company and in connection to NFT. So again, you can see the price change in last 3 months is 84%. It's very small market cap company. It's 52 million only, and it has a very bad asset to debt ratio. So this is a black mark for me. I would try to avoid this stock anyways. Overvalued. Insiders, 37% of insiders is good. Profit percentage is not there. Price to sales is 20.8. This is compared to OCG. This is IMT is cheaper, but there is a reason for it being cheaper, which is the asset to debt being in a bad state. Quarterly revenue growth for the last quarter was 30%, which is kind of okay. So let's go to the next company. So ZKIN. So this is here the fun starts. So ZKIN is a company which is into selling double press thin wall stainless steel, carbon steel, single press tubes fittings in People's Republic of China. So the company works in mostly like industrial space, steel and all those things. Initially I didn't understand why they are connected to NFT, but actually there was some news related to ZKIN starting or in relation to NFT. Current price is at 11.2. In December it was 2. So last 3 months it has earned 460%. That is huge. Again, market cap is just 221 million. Asset to debt ratio is really good. Valuation is kind of fair, but this is depending on some sites. Insiders is 39%. So yeah, this is really good for a company. Profit percentage is not available. Price to sales ratio is 2.8. So this shows this is really cheap. Quarterly revenue growth for last quarter was 40. So this is good. So you can see ZKIN stock. New NFT project sends ZK International shares soaring. So this is from Investor Place. It's a really good site. So I would trust them. So there is at least some kind of news related to ZKIN stock and in connection to NFT. So coming back to, so that's why anything with the news I have put it in yellow. SINO, Sino Global is again a shipping company. So this is another company which is not, it's in a completely different space than NFT. So it says it provides shipping and freight logistics. So yeah, this looks weird, but again, companies change their mode all the time. So that is okay. So again, if you look at the last 3 months price change, it is 300%. So this is a really high momentum play. In the last 3 months, it has tripled. That is really good. So if you have put $1 in December, it is at $300 now. The market cap is 122 billion. Asset to debt is kind of okay. It's overvalued. Insiders are just 4%. Profit is not there. And price to sales ratio is 20. Compared to some other companies, it's okay, but compared to ZKIN, it is costly. There is another information which says sales growth for 2021 is projected for 50%. So this is really good, but I don't know how much you can trust those sites, because these being very small companies, very less analysts chase these companies. So I'm not very sure about this one. But let's go to the next company. Hey, this is an intentional break to the video. I just want to request you to please like, share and subscribe. And if possible, take this second to comment on the video if you agree or disagree on any of the points. So our next company is Currency Works. So it provides a turnkey set of services for companies to develop and integrate blockchain and cryptocurrency technologies into their business operations. Yeah, so it's definitely related to cryptocurrencies. But there is something which I didn't like about this company. This is the asset to debt ratio. So you can see it's pretty bad. And the price to sales ratio is 3750. This is so high, and this shows that the company is valued very costly. So it's a very high risk to play this kind of company. So I won't be chasing this company. Yeah. Let's go to the next company, WKEY. So this looks like a promising company. So WiseKey International Holdings AG, a cyber security company, provides integrated security solutions. So what I was interested in was solutions that enable secure digital identification of people, content, and objects by generating digital identities through its products and services in cyber security services, IoT, digital brand management. So if you think about digital art, digital brand management is one big thing. Again, the digital identification is another big thing of people, because we already talked about the uniqueness and authentication of the digital assets. So I believe this is an important company, and let's see what happened to this one in the last 3 months. So last 3 months, the price has almost doubled, 95% increase in price. Market cap is at 197 million. Asset to debt is kind of good. Valuation is kind of fair, which is good. Price to sales is like moderate 11. So 11 is kind of in the middle range. It's kind of okay. Not very pricey and not very cheap as well. And there are 17% of insiders, which is a good thing. So now let's go to the next company. Okay, so this is our last company. This is TK80. So I believe it's called Takong Art Company. So it's in Hong Kong. So it operates in an electronic online platform for artists, art dealers, and art investors to offer and trade in valuable artwork, primarily in the People's Republic of China. So it operates an electronic online platform for artists and art dealers and art investors. So this looks like NFT stuff. The company offers online listing and trading service that allow artists and others to access art trading market. This is important, where they can engage with a range of investors. Its platform offers and trades in various artwork. So I have seen some kind of news mentioning TK80 has connection to NFT from some kind of trusted sites. So let's just go through their numbers. So current price is at 29.68. Price in December was 1.2. Did you see that? So in price change in last 3 months is 2,373%. My goodness. So basically, if you have put $1,000 into this stock in December, it would have 20x or 23x basically. So it would have been 23,000 US dollars as of now, which is huge. Right? Okay, let's see other things. So it's a 335 million market cap. It has a fair value in asset to debt valuation. Valuation is overvalued. Insiders is 46. So this is good. So insider percentage is good. Profit percentage is not available. Price to sales is 75, which is on a little bit of higher end. But you can see all these news and NFT related hype has put the stock into high conviction play for NFTs. So now let's see all the news related to these companies. So Sino Global to launch highly secure NFT exchange with Cybermise. So this is one news with SINO. CurrencyWorks, CWRK, CurrencyWorks NFT platform upgrade. So they already had a platform. So that's what I understood, and they had some updates about that. So that is again another news. And then they say WiseKey announces non-fungible tokens for digital identity verification of valuable objects and proof of ownership of digital tangible assets. So this we already saw. So WiseKey looks like a very good investment for me. Okay. So from the overall picture, I would say OCG looks like a very good investment for me. One important reason is because of its high profit percentage, and the company is already profitable, which is really good. Insider percentage is also high, and there's no debt. So all these things from a fundamental standpoint, I would say OCG looks good. And then WiseKey, which is like more like an identification solution, this also looks good. It has a pretty good asset to debt ratio. It's a decent price to sales and a good return of equity for last 3 months. And last one, I would say, this, if you want to play again the momentum, you can try TK80, but you can see it's already up. So you can see it's already up 2,373% in the last 3 months, and I don't know how much more it can go. Yeah, so that is all with the companies. So again, So my first one is OCG. So my top pick for today is OCG. Second one is WKEY, and if you are a former player, then you can try TK80. Okay, so it's also important to understand what are the bear cases. So we know that many of the hype plays goes into bubble category, and finally it breaks until some level of regulation happens. So we have seen the same case for Bitcoin during 2018, 19, 20. So coming back to second point, copies of digital art or digital assets is always a problem, even with all the level of authentication. So this is actually this can be actually connected to the cyber security threats. Third one is like most of the companies which we discuss is actually from China. Any issues in US-China relationship can actually hurt these companies. Also, all these stocks are penny stocks, so the chances of them going up is similar to the chances of them coming down. Again, since these are penny stocks and small market cap stocks, there is not much information on the web, or not much analyst who is actually chasing these stocks. So that is a serious risk. Also, all these 8 stocks have gone up a lot in the last 3 months. So if you're planning to buy, or like if you're really bullish in the NFT play, and if you're planning to buy, try to buy it when it comes down, or wait for a pullback. Or if you're really planning to buy it immediately, plan in like pieces over different spans of time. Hey, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research, especially for these NFT plays, since they are risky plays. Also, I have kept only a very negligible portion of my portfolio into these NFT plays. So only invest depending on your risk tolerance. You should also check my other videos on how to play cryptos with the power of ETFs, and also some of the ETFs from the booming sectors. Thank you guys.